Episode 1 of All of Us Are Dead begins with a kid called Jin-soo, bullied at school. With rain pouring down and under the neon sign of a cross, Jin-soo hits back and snaps. With contorting limbs, he launches himself at the other kids and tumbles down to his death. Or at least, it should be his death. He's still alive and taken into hospital with serious injuries. He's not himself, though, and his father, Byung-chan, shows up and notices him growling and snarling. Holding a Bible, he apologizes before beating his son down. It's not enough, though, and he's still alive. We then skip across to Hyosun High School, specifically the science lab, where a crazed rat inside a cage bites a girl called Hyunju. As she holds her bleeding finger, Byung-chan shows up. It appears this is his lab, and when he notices Hyunju's cut, he shuts the door and holds her captive. After his son went missing, rumors have begun spreading about Byung-chan. Kids whisper that he smells like a rotting corpse, and since Jin-soo's disappearance, he's slowly been growing more crazed and erratic. Well, if that includes tying up that bitten student and keeping her captive inside his lab, then yes, he's most definitely crazy. It's here we settle down a little and start to get to know some of these students. Anjo is a bright, optimistic kid, but her father has absolutely no hopes for her to excel at school. There's no pressure. And he admits that everyone is equal, especially as he works as a paramedic and sees life-threatening injuries every day. One of her best friends is Chung-san, and he clearly likes her. He doesn't show it, though, instead treating her mean. However, that's nothing compared to the mean bully in school, Guinam. He's the guy we saw beating up Jin-soo at the start of the episode. He turns his attention to a couple of other kids, including Eunji, whom he forces to strip off, and Cheon-soo, who he forces to film. Soo-hyuk shows and tries to put a stop to this, but the kids are scared and succumb to the bully's wishes. Unfortunately, things only get worse for Eunji, who finds herself at Myung-hwa's will. He scribbles over her t-shirt, writing in English, "I'm Joel Sexy," while in class. While Eunji excuses herself, Hee-sun does too as she feels under the weather and needs to see the nurse. Hyunju comes stumbling out from the lab she's been kept in and is clearly infected. With bloodshot eyes and snarls, the teacher rings the hospital. The other kids mention that Hyunju smells like a rotten corpse, too. The paramedics arrive to take Hyunju away, led by Anjo's father. Anjo says goodbye to her dad, potentially for the last time. Hyunju is not herself, and she's taken to the heart of the city. Unfortunately, when Byung-chan realizes that Hyunju has gone, he's shocked and urges them to put her in quarantine. Because of his abduction, though, he's approached by several police officers and arrested. While this is going on, we learn that the school nurse was actually bitten by Hyunju. It doesn't take long for her to turn, with black veins protruding from the bite on her arm. As she lies on the floor, convulsing, Guinam sees her and begins filming. His friend is immediately bitten and turns too. Through a really slick one-shot take, we cut from the drama downstairs to see Eunji up on the roof. She wants to escape her living hell, but just before she jumps, several infected students tumble out the window before her, shattering glass and snarling viciously. The infected continue to grow in numbers, and that poses a particularly big problem for the students inside the canteen. Among them are Isak, Cheong-san, Sai-hyuk, and Anjo. The latter is shocked, and as an infected arrives and pins her down, things have gone from bad to worse. If you're watching this channel for the first time, hit the subscribe button and watch other episodes. Until then, it's me, Mitsubishi, signing off.